Hello everybody, so I was checking my email as I do, and because I do have multiple channels, if you didn't know, one of them happens to be this one, and I saw this comment basically ask me if I had any updated thoughts about the ending. It's been like over a year now, and yeah, I do have some updated thoughts. Now, when Attack on Titan ended, me, like a lot of people, wanted something completely different to happen in the ending, and I think I confused it with what should happen, because it isn't my story, you know what I mean? Maybe I can have an opinion on how I would like it to end, but again, it's not my creation in any way. So can I really be like, this is how it should be, end of, that's how it is? No, I can't really be like that. I didn't write it. So this is pretty much going to clear up all my thoughts about the ending of Attack on Titan. I'm probably going to go from the last like 10 chapters, basically just explain what I like and what I didn't like. Chapter 131 is hands down the best chapter for me in the entire fucking manga. It's perfection. It captures the horror and it captures Eren basically being forced to do this shit. That's what I love. The whole thing I loved about Attack on Titan is that Eren was basically forced into this. I love that aspect. I don't mind so much that he wants to do it, but I like that he has to do it. I think if I had to headcanon anything, it would be Eren preferred not to do it, but had to do it because he had no choice, because the entire world was against Paradise. Fucking hell, almost forgot what they were called. It's been so long. But you know, as it goes on, you know, you kind of see that Eren secretly wanted to do it. He doesn't know why, he just wanted to do it. I mean, yeah, if you want to leave it ambiguous, go ahead, fuck it. It's not my story, you can do what you want. But I did much prefer the theories of like Eren had to do this, and then Eren was gonna finish the job. Like, yeah, it looks like he wants them to defeat him, but I didn't want it to be that cliche. I wanted him to be like, nah, fuck this, I'm just gonna go through with this in the least edgy way possible. And that's what a lot of fan fictions do. They make it so fucking edgy, like, nah man, I have to kill everyone, like I'm killing, like, you know, they made it seem like he's some badass type of character. Like, really, Eren is just still a kid, so you can be a pussy and still have very badass moments, trust me. Now, as for the dream shit with Mikasa and like different timelines of what could have happened, I don't really understand why that was even shown. Yeah, what could have happened if Eren and Mikasa left, I get it, but you know, they would never do that. Like, I feel like that could have just been something else. I feel like they just had to have a way to sneak in the goodbye Eren, and Mikasa, why are you crying? And another thing I didn't really like is how easily they took down Eren's massive fucking Titan. Like, it's giant, and they just wrapped some bombs around his neck and blew his head off. I get he wanted to finish the story. I feel like that was just way too easy to do that shit. I also didn't like Armin's speech to Zeke saying, oh bro, listen, I don't even remember what the fuck the speech was about, bro, but it was something about life, and then it turns everybody on their side. He had to finish the story, like, you know what I mean? This is all him having to finish the story in a certain time frame that he wanted to. He was already late by like a year. Like, he wanted to finish it a year previously. He didn't get to do that, so you know, he was just trying to get this shit done. So whatever you need to do to get it done, I respect it. You were writing this shit for like 10 years. Now I'll go on to the final chapter. Like, let me just click on it and actually have a read through. Now, my problem, right, with this whole thing is that I think Eren should have wiped out everybody. He has this thing where, well, like, the motive is that, well, everybody outside Paradise hates us, right? So we need to wipe them out before they wipe us out. That's pretty much like the looking at it at face value. Then he wipes out 80%, and then he's like, well, the other 20% don't have enough firepower or blah 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 to launch a counter attack straight away. And like, if you didn't know, Attack on Titan is set when there's like I think like 1 billion people, something like that. It's a long time ago. 20% of 1 billion people is like 200 mil. That's still way more than anybody on Paradise, you know what I mean? Like, give them like 5 years, bro. I'm sure they'll come up with some shit to fuck you up with, you know what I mean? Like, all you need is like a few scientists to survive that, and you're pretty much done. Like, they said they trampled 80% of the world. Like, I'm sure there's some place that was untouched that they could build shit in less than 5 years and fuck you up. We all know Paradise didn't have the same technology as them, or at least, like, if they did, they didn't have the same quantity of it. This is why I think they should have just wiped the rest of the world out. Like, you might as well just do it now. You've already done 80%. Why are you leaving 20% of people so they can come back for revenge, and the cycle of hatred does continue, which isn't what you wanted, right? The whole point was like, end the cycle of hatred, but now you've just coerced it even more. Now that I think about it, it doesn't even make sense, bro. Like, why the fuck, why did he leave 20%? But again, it's not my story, you know what I mean? Like, a lot has changed in the year for me. I don't really give a fuck that much to be hell-bent on hating the ending. Like, I just want to see the anime do it right. If the anime does it right, maybe it'll bring even a tear to my eye. And I didn't even really like the ending. Listen, you just have to accept it. The story didn't go how you wanted it to go, but like, what can you do about that? You know what I mean? You're gonna go to brother's house and be like, yo, like, change the ending. I didn't like it. It's a waste of time, bro. And there's still brothers on Twitter to this day arguing and trying to convince other people that the ending was bad or the ending was good. Like, if you're on Twitter all day talking about anime still, you need to get a fucking life, man. You need to get a serious fucking life, because that is the saddest shit. I used to do that shit like 2 years ago. I'm not saying I'm a better person than you, bro. I used to spend all day on Twitter in group chats, everything. It's fucking sad. But yeah, so Mikasa was really the key to everything. Ymir wanted to see if you can overcome love and do the right thing. And then once she saw Mikasa do that, she just said, oh, okay, Titans don't exist anymore. I'm taking a piss a bit here, but that's pretty much what happened. And I actually really do feel bad for Mikasa. Like, I don't really give a fuck about her much as a character, you know what I mean? She just kind of was silent but very strong person kind of character. But like, it's actually fucking evil what they done to this girl at the end of the story. Like, she's still at the grave, like, crying and shit, and it's been like 3 years. That's tough, bro. Like, you can't, how are you doing I like this? I feel sorry for any Mikasa fans, bro, because you got seriously done dirty. And yeah, then you see Paradise being destroyed. And then there's this weird extra pages where there's a kid like walking around, and then he finds the tree like where Ymir fell in. What does that mean? Like, is he gonna fall in there and it's gonna start again, or like a different story is gonna start from Titans again? Is he gonna gain the memories of what happened and understand why his hometown got destroyed? Like, you know, that could be pretty interesting, man. But yeah, to summarize it, I don't hate the ending anymore. I don't even really dislike it. I just think it didn't end how I wanted it to end. But like, what can I really do, man? You just have to appreciate the brother spent like 11 years writing all this shit, drawing every day. I think he's earned respect, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it even matters about how it ended. Like, it wasn't that bad, like where people gonna die of how bad it was. Like, they fucking just fall on the floor because it was so bad. Like, yeah, some things didn't really make sense. Yeah, you can tell it was kind of rushed. At least they got an ending, you know? Like, some shows out here don't even got that. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, if you want me to talk about anything in particular, I do like the MCU. If anybody wants me to talk about the MCU, happily, mate, happily. I do like the MCU. I don't like the DCU, but I'll still chat shit about that, don't you worry. But yeah, this channel is like something I come to every now and then to just talk when I'm bored. It's still quite active. Like, I get comments pretty much every day. Obviously, my Why I Hate Bakugo video still gets a ton of shit. If anybody wants me to make a video on Bakugo, I don't mind. I still feel pretty much the same way about him. Like, he ain't that guy. I don't know why so many people like this guy so much. I guess loads of girls like him because he's got muscles. But like, everybody in anime has muscles, so I don't really understand why everybody loves this guy. But yeah, that's enough from me. Much love to everybody that sat through the video. Yeah, let me know if you want to see anything in particular. Love.